We just recorded the intro and I hadn't started the audio recording, so... Hello, welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I'm Tony.
I'm Claire.
And we're back to watch more Breaking Bad. This is season 4, episode 3.
Open house.
Yes, well, you know that now because we did the intro. Yeah, but last time, as we were saying, Gus tried to take on... Walt tried to take on Gus.
Gus got the gun.
But as I said to you, the guy over the other end of the phone was the new right-hand man. Told him to go home.
Yep. Skylar tried to buy it.
Well, Mike attacked Walt for suggesting going after Gus.
Yep. And Skylar tried to buy the car wash.
$10 million. I think he went up to $20 million in the end.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Didn't really
That's
go
the
that
price
well.
Walter White pays.
Yeah.
No.
Just he's dealing with shit, having parties, having
listening to
pizzas.
music very loudly. Yeah, unsliced pizza. Yeah. What will happen this time?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll see what Walt does next.
Did we have Hank the last episode?
Yes, he was buying more minerals.
Was it that one with the minerals?
He's buying loads of minerals.
Remember
Marie seems like she's had enough of it.
Yeah.
But there we go. This is Open House, aired on the 31st of July 2011, directed by David Slade, and written by Sam Catlin. Sam Catlin's written before, and David Slade, I said to you, directed an episode of Black Mirror.
Yes.
And a bunch of other stuff, but I clicked on his name because it sounded familiar.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's done anything for Breaking Bad yet, so we'll see what happens.
See what he brings to the table.
Yeah, exactly. Full reaction is in the description. You need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it.
Yes.
Let's go. Oh, I really like that shot.
In the lab.
That looks cool. Wait. He has the key now? I really like this music.
I love that they still use his coffee.
Yeah, it's going to run out soon. It's suddenly hitting you what you done. What you did for that coffee. Oh.
Wow.
Son of a... I mean, what does he expect at this point? Like...
Makes sense.
Yeah. Look at that camera quality. That's a classic GIF. Oh, it's so good. I think someone made a Mario Kart parody of this,
really?
And Jesse wins, and then he's on the bottom of the podium and does that. I think that's the one I saw.
Oh my god.
Is he even there?
He's at work, isn't he?
What's going on with you? I've left you like 23 messages.
And?
And talk about the car wash.
Can we talk about this later?
No.
Oh, his black eye.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I just bumped it, that's all.
Okay, I'm coming in.
What's that going to do? Just going to put some ice on it.
Are you in danger?
I have a hell of a lot more on my mind right now than thinking about buying a damn car wash, okay? So if you could just, please.
He's a bit angry, isn't he?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Want to go to the police?
What?
We tell them everything. You're a drug dealer, afraid for your safety and the safety of your family. And
you keep saying that word, danger. I never used that word. I said things were complicated, and then you flew off the handle.
Yeah, I flew off the handle when I saw that. Okay?
Just a little black
Where'd
eye.
that come from?
I have one minor little incident, and now you're telling me I should turn myself into the police.
I mean, it is a bit.
Incident.
Yes.
What?
An argument with a coworker. Okay?
Nah,
Yeah.
not really like.
We were discussing a particular business strategy,
If that's what you call it.
and it got heated. I didn't retaliate because he's a much older man. And that's it.
That was the only reason he didn't retaliate.
Yeah.
A bar fight.
Must sound a bit crazy for Walt. To her, at least.
Okay.
She's actually really worried.
She is.
Yeah. Bit weird, isn't it? After everything.
Promise me if things get dangerous.
Skylar.
Promise me.
Absolutely.
If things do get dangerous, what?
He'll probably go to the police, I guess, like she said, or get out, or... Yeah.
Where are we?
Well, that's Marie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are they selling their house?
Open House. That's the name of the episode.
Chance of a top off.
Michael Kilborn.
Tori Costner.
It's nice to meet you. Well, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. I see you're married.
No, divorced. Very recent.
It's very sad.
I'm sorry. Any children?
Yes. As a matter of fact, a little bit.
What is it with people lying in this
I
show?
don't know.
He's a Gemini. Eli's going to be homeschooled.
Of course.
Not for religious reasons, right?
You look very confused.
Getting enough attention.
The fuck is Eli?
Her son!
You know, play dates. I don't want him to be socially awkward. The casita has plumbing. I work a lot with clay, so I need access to running water.
What is this world and life she's creating?
Don't know.
Make a perfect studio.
This could work.
She just go around
Guess so.
imagining the life that she wants to live.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hank. Hold on. Change the channel! Quick! They got their own little worlds going.
They have.
3 different places. The latest
Maria said
rankings.
Cheetos, not Fritos. You need me to write it down for you?
No, and I don't need you to be mean about it either, Mr. Grumpy.
I'm just saying,
Yeah?
you know. Where you going?
Back to the store, I guess.
The draft's not for 2 months, so this is useless.
He's being such
Never
a
happy.
dick. Yeah. I mean...
Wasn't that at the open house?
Believe it.
So she's thieving again.
Kleptomania coming back.
You always thought this place could be bugged.
I know. Violation of the workspace.
You want to do something? Go karts.
No.
Oh,
Actually,
I'd go go-kart with Jesse, would you?
Would you?
kind of a me.
Huh?
Would you?
Wouldn't you?
So I feel like I might die.
Why?
Don't know, I feel like you'd be crazy.
You're the one who can drive at me, and you...
Sure. How you doing? Good.
Anything we should talk about?
How you made me kill a man.
Yeah.
How's your eye?
Everyone's just diverted, like, pushing away their
Yeah.
problems.
Anything we should talk about?
Nice turnaround.
Getting the shit kicked out of you? You do kind of get used to it.
It's happened to him a few times, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 words. Nail salon. Nobody does misdemeanor nothing better than Mrs. Mukjayapur and her gal.
Good.
Please. Now, how about a lifetime supply of French manicures and enzyme peels? Oh, yeah, go ahead, pinch yourself.
We're not buying a nail salon. We're getting the car wash.
He wrestled you into submission with his eyebrows. That's right.
Apparently, he upped it to 20.
Wow, nice negotiating. Yeah, hey, you bombed. You were smart to call me. Now, you just sit back, relax, and let a professional. Why didn't you think of that before?
He needs the toilet, didn't
Can you use your bathroom?
His face.
It's a stomach. So where were we?
God. Professionalism.
Yeah.
I think he just lacks the proper
Motivation.
motivation.
It was actually...
Hey, just so we're on the same page here, you saying we make him an offer he can't refuse?
Nothing so dramatic as
So-
that. No. Attitude adjustment.
Oh, this one, she's a keeper. Well, an audit can be highly motivating.
Audit?
10 minutes in this Bogdan fella's.
Don't want to draw any unwanted tax attention.
How about an ICE raid? You know he's got illegals working over there.
Not getting a bunch of poor, innocent people in trouble. No.
Yeah.
So what are your
So you're
options?
gonna need him. Hey, how about terror?
I love how he has all these crazy
Yeah.
methods.
Hoover, I gotta tell you, I've seen some real Islamic comings and goings over there at the car wash.
God.
Yeah, I mean, guys in turbans pulling up in vans.
So, Bogdan is Romanian.
Okay, well, we're just spitballing.
He's great.
You got a real nice place. Shame if something happened to it.
Violence?
It's the implication.
Attitude
of violence.
No, that is not at all what I meant. I do not do that. That's not who we are, right?
Yeah, no. She's
I don't
right.
think she knows what at all, does she?
Do I need to state the... Who says it has to be this way?
I do. I just do.
Well, that clears things up.
I don't like him. Bogdan. He was condescending to me, rude about you, and I do not like him.
Personal grudge.
Yeah.
You weren't man enough to face him yourself.
What?
I'm going to go on record and say this is a bad idea. I
this
advise
one.
against...
It's this one.
For God's sake. She's like talking Walt's language.
Yeah.
non-violent, unsuspicious way to purchase the car wash. That
Nice.
protects the innocent.
Yeah.
And don't everybody speak at once.
I love Saul Goodman. He's got some crazy ideas.
Spoons.
The owner is quite the collector. No basement, sorry.
My brother's in the Peace Corps and will be back for 18 months, and he said he'd hang on to his furniture.
I have a handout for you.
She's just going
It has all
around
the information.
different open
I'm Stephanie
houses.
Doswell, by the way.
Charlotte Blattner. You too.
So I just told him.
She's just living a different
Still, what a
life,
fascinating
trying
career that
to
must have been for him.
forget about hers, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
NASA was like a second family to us. But
Any children?
no, I don't really want kids.
This is bad.
No, not everyone.
Garbage disposal?
What a cut. That was a great match cut. Claire's not impressed by it, apparently. She's half
I'm just
asleep.
confused by the woman's ring.
Why not?
There's a spoon gone.
Certainly has. Go-karts! So really weirdly I mentioned the Mario Kart thing.
Yeah.
They used footage from this as well, of course.
Did they?
It's just the same episode. That's crazy. I didn't know.
Same episode then, I guess.
Yeah, I had no idea. Man. He don't look good, does he? That was a great directing in this. I really like the
Yeah.
this song was used in Person of Interest.
Was it?
Yeah.
Scorio.
Ugh.
Why are they...
Ugh.
What is going on?
My God.
Squatters taken over?
My Lord. Oh, he's got some demons in here.
Just a few.
Yeah. And they're living in his house. But my God. Damn.
Wrecked that whole house.
That's crazy.
Who's she today?
Really love your home. Very European feel. We traveled a lot. Paris, Italy, Denmark. It was before the kids were in school, so it was easy to pick up and go. Lucy was
damn.
diagnosed with endocarditis.
This is...
She looks so evil in the background.
Your daughter.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my
The doctor's
God. This is awful. Oh, it's so cringy
Lies
as well.
always come and catch you up.
This show is just full of cringe.
I just called the police. Okay then. I know you stole that spoon. You're making stories up about yourself. What's wrong with you?
No, what's the matter with you? My husband is a DEA agent.
Oh, I thought he was an asshole. Illustrator, you better get your crazy lies straight.
You know what, Fatty? You are so lucky that I am late.
Let go! Oh my God, you let go of it! Let it go!
Oh my God.
You are in big trouble.
I don't know about that, Marie, or Mimi, or whatever your bloody name is.
Other names you've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, what the hell?
You're where?
I'm in jail.
Why the Why are you... Are you seriously doing this to me again?
Man.
Jesus, just...
It's mad.
Yeah.
Would you stop crying?
Just how they're all dealing with their own frustrations and... Yeah.
Phone call.
The officer spoke to the homeowners, and they're not going to press charges.
Good. I won't either.
So, we're good to go. You ready? Marie, you want to go home?
I don't know if she wants to.
He's like, I did not sign up for this.
I'm not paying enough for this. It's terrible.
She was due to crack at some point.
Yeah. Oh, that poor guy. They're all losing it.
They are.
All dealing with things in a very strange way.
This is a plug. Is she thinking of like contaminating the water?
What, for the car wash?
The car wash.
Yes, it's Skylar White calling for Saul Goodman, please.
Oh, great shot.
Yes, it is important. Thank you.
There's so many good shots in this, and the cuts and the... Yeah. That all look good.
Sorry. Ammonia, acetone. With your filtration system, you're going to need to replace your system entirely.
Damn.
Do you know what cost that is? We will be extra careful and clean.
The state requires you to suspend all commercial activity.
I have done nothing wrong.
This is bad.
What laws did I break? Tell me exact specific laws or I refuse.
Just...
Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay. New Mexico hazardous waste.
Oh my god.
Section 70 for hazardous waste presents
an imminent or substantial endangerment.
Now, the... Okay, baby.
I hope you didn't say that.
Can you cite him? Okay, baby. Under the Toxic Substances
Control Act of 1976.
Was that specific
enough for you?
Yeah, such great cuts. It's mad. They're trying to ruin this guy's life. And she's in on all the lies and whatnot. Making up her own.
I'm not hungry.
I'm leaving the rice pudding.
I'm not hungry, Marie.
So don't eat it.
They need to go to There's so much purple.
There is
Sorry.
a lot of
It's like... they need to go to counselling or something.
Yeah. She was seeing someone for the kleptomania, right, at one point.
Yeah. It's like how we begun.
Yeah.
Hey, Marie. How you doing?
Is there a problem?
I'm here for Hank, actually.
Hard and straight.
He's eating it. That's amazing. God damn.
What now? She rob a bank?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
That's oh, this show.
Thanks again for the other day. It's been hard on her.
I wonder why.
Rock collecting?
They're minerals. Yeah.
I could use your help on something. Homicide, possibly drug-related.
You want my help on a case?
You're a pal I just did a favor for, so let me pick your brains.
Yeah,
Ever come across a guy by the name of Gail Bedecker?
Oh my.
The lab.
We found a notebook at his place.
Put over there today.
In case you're interested. Looks like it pertains to some kind of methamphetamine super lab.
Living from bowel movement to bowel movement. I'm not even useful to myself. You take this to Steve Gomez.
And all of a sudden it becomes a DEA case. What good's that do me?
Yeah. It's not official because he's not working. It's just a favour. We've gone back to hard-ass Hank, haven't we? Trying to put up a front to everyone because he's...
Yeah.
I mean, we only ever got the vulnerable in that when nobody's around, so, yeah.
Well, it was a good try.
She's really invested in this.
She is.
It's crazy.
He'll call. Just wait.
Simply chalk it up as a learning.
Well, ring, ring, ring.
Oh, hello, Mr. Wollenitz. Am I still interested? $879 was the original offer. Now I'm offering $800.
Oh my god.
Because you're an unpleasant person, Mr. Wollenitz.
What is she doing? Just pushing his buttons.
The market seems much softer than I thought, so...
His reaction is great.
I'm sorry we couldn't make it work. Goodbye.
My god, why is she playing it?
I'm negotiating.
Why?
Because I want to pay less.
Oh.
Touche.
$99,000 less?
We don't want to arouse suspicion by not trying to get a good
No,
deal.
look, you're calling him names?
I said he was unpleasant.
She's not lying. That time, at least.
It's time to move on. I'm gonna call Saul.
Better call him.
Where's my phone?
Which one? Oh, she
Just
looks a bit worried.
Just that maybe I did push it too far.
Or not.
No.
What? What for?
Why is she being so precise about it all?
Oh my god.
His reaction.
Hello, Mr. Wollenitz.
No one's really paying attention.
My god.
Cannibalism to me are things that
What is going on in here?
No.
It's not a joke that you're gonna
Would
get
you like to hang out here with these
No.
guys? This guy's talking something about chain links.
And Play-Doh.
The guy's like, money?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is messed up.
Money!
Yeah, these are the squatters.
Yeah. My god. The noise, he just wants it.
Yeah.
That's the... Yeah.
That's the what?
Right hand man. That's the new guy.
Whoa!
They're getting on too well.
They are.
Yeah.
2 clean card and clean money.
Ah.
Oh, lovely. Oh, we've got full circle.
We have.
There we go. That's the end of the whole show.
I told you we'd get it. Really great work.
You make a great criminal.
Yeah.
$320 a bottle.
What? How did you pay for it?
Cash. I paid cash.
No, I'm asking, how did you, Walter White, an unemployed school teacher, pay for it? How do you explain it?
Skylar.
She's gonna get too suspicious.
She's getting too paranoid. Yeah.
I paid cash. That's it.
Just say you use these gambling money for it.
Brought down the president of the United States.
What? I'm Nixon now?
No, what I'm saying is the devil is in the details.
Getting a bit too much into it.
I thought he works at the laundry place. That makes sense because he drives his car there every day.
Destroy the evidence.
For God's sake.
What sort of distraction?
Maria's never getting sleep.
No.
These rock, mineral looking. I love the
Gonna want
lighting.
that file. That ain't gonna work, mate. Oh, just the lab notes. That'll work.
Hmm?
Thought he was gonna get the whole file with that, and I was like, no.
He's just reading your notes on TV shows.
Yeah.
There we
See
go.
his opinion of himself.
Yeah. Man. So, that was Open House.
Yes.
What did you think of that episode?
It was a good episode, yeah.
Yeah. We saw more of the frustration of everyone
Yeah.
and dealing with their own individual problems.
Yeah.
From cameras in the lab to
Yeah.
Hank being a hard ass to
Didn't get much
Jesse dealing with his aftermath.
drugs in this.
No, but it's not always about
No.
drugs. It never
Just-
really
just-
has been. Yeah.
Just saying in general,
Yeah.
we didn't get.
Yeah, so, but we did start off with Walter. Really cool shot. It was like black with the red porthole.
Yeah, him going
of
through the door.
Coming in, getting some coffee.
Yeah, and it's
He
like
looks-
you said about, he has keys now.
Yeah, strangely. So
Yeah.
it's slightly trusting him, but not.
Yeah.
But he looked really happy at the coffee machine. He was like smiling because he was like, "Oh, Gail made this thing. It's cool." And then he suddenly,
little memories.
Suddenly, his face dropped though because he was like, what have I done? Yeah. And that's when he goes to start cooking.
Yeah, and then he hears a noise and he's like looking around.
What did you expect it to be?
I thought it was going to be another fucking fly.
No, not another one. Fly 2.0.
Yeah,
There's a camera.
There's a camera. And it
watching
was following
and
him.
moving. And we get the classic shot of him. It's such a good shot, but yeah. I can finally use that GIF against Claire.
Nice.
So and that's the beginning of the episode. Skylar turned up at Walt's, ringing the bell, left 23 messages.
I know you're in there. And we were like,
I can hear your mobile.
Yeah.
Or your cell phone, sorry. Yeah, but he's like
with the door because he's obviously got the black eye.
Yeah, but he's like, so what? You called me? Like, can't I have time alone? And she's kind of like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and then she sees it and she's like, I'm coming in.
Well, she starts talking about the car wash, and then she sees it. And she's like, oh my god, what happened? Are you in danger? And she keeps saying it. Are you in danger? Are you in danger? And he's like, no. Well, you keep saying that. It's fine, nothing. But he basically lied, and kind of lied, but not really.
Yeah, kind of got into a bar fight.
Well, he said it was a co-worker. Had an argument with a co-worker, and he hit me once.
Yeah, but I didn't fight back because he was old.
He hit him more. Yeah, but Mike's not that old. I mean, Mike could. Mike did beat the crap out of him. So, but yeah, he's trying to calm it down. Skylar seems so concerned about it, though. She seems very concerned about his well-being. So she does care still.
Yeah.
Despite everything that happened. But I mean, now she's closer than she was, like, last season at least, and stuff. It's gone kind of back on itself, right? She's in on this completely, but maybe she understands that, like, to keep this up, like, that way Walt Jr. wouldn't work it out. She'd probably maybe protect him. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. But we cut to an open house, the name of the episode. Marie? Not Marie. She's come up with a fake name.
Yep. Looking around, and there's a little pig with a ladder.
Yeah, but she's asking about the house, and she's saying, "Oh, I have a kid, and
do pottery.
I do pottery, so is there water out in the thing?" And he's like, "Yeah."
What is she chatting?
Yeah, and then we cut back to Hanks.
Yeah. Where she's been shopping.
And he's like, "Oh, I asked for Cheetos, not Fritos. How'd you get it messed up?"
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, she gave him a magazine. He's like, it's not even seasoned yet, or whatever. It's no good.
Still 2 months away.
He's like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "Well, I guess back to
Cheetos.
the shop, I guess."
And then the camera zooms in on the pig and the ladder, which was at the open house, which is now at her house. And you're like, wait a second.
So what do you think of this whole... We can talk about the whole Marie thing. So she then goes on to another house.
Yeah, still spoon.
Makes up another story. Points out the spoons. Ends up stealing a spoon. It's like she's chatting away to this woman for ages. Like making up this whole story and life. Like it's completely different because she's like, I don't have any kids. Didn't want them.
And then she goes to the next house.
The woman notices though before she leaves. Really nice cut. She's like, garbage disposal? Presses it and it's like, and it cuts to the Hoover.
Yeah.
So good. We've had stuff like that before, but I love match cuts like that. If I was to make a TV show, I'd do match cuts all the time. It's just so cool. It's very... Edgar Wright does that a lot. Like in like Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead and all that World's End and stuff. So yeah.
Anyway,
I
like it when she's in the next house and she's telling this whole story about she lived in England and like her daughter was ill and everything, and then
I feel the England thing started to backfire because she said I lived in London. It reminds me of that. And then the guy was like, I lived there.
Yeah, and she was like, just out of town.
But we weren't there much because the kid was ill. And she makes up this horrible story about an ill child.
I liked how the previous estate agent is just in the background, like.
Yeah, like it really be. Yeah. It's so cringy. This show is very cringy at times, and then she sees her, but then she carries on, like kind of to finish it off, and then she just
runs to a car, but then she stops her, and then she's like, the police is on their way.
She's like, oh, good for you.
You stole the spoon.
Yeah. Making up all these stories, and she's like, my husband is a DEA agent. You're a child. I thought he was an astronaut. But yeah, she grabs the bag and it smashes on the floor. So what do you think of this whole...
It makes sense.
What Marie is doing.
It's her reaction to trauma, isn't it?
Yeah, to dealing with how... Because Hank's not being very nice to her at the moment. No. Hank's in a very... He's in a bad position, a bad way. He's not very active. like he said, he's living from bowel movement to bowel movement. And it's hard on her because he's not being very... He's very Hank towards her, like very
closed
short and
yeah.
He's like mean to her at times. So yeah, her way of dealing with the frustration is going back to the kleptomania, the stealing things, the making up lies.
Yeah.
It's crazy how everyone's dealing with it in different ways. What do you think of Marie's way of dealing with it?
So it's probably other ways.
We've had
rather
it
than
before,
breaking
haven't
the
we?
law,
Yeah, she stole the tiara for the baby
Skylar,
shower.
yeah.
She stole shoes. She stole,
Yeah.
But he gets a call, doesn't he? Hank.
Yeah.
And like he's not happy with her over the
No.
phone until she starts crying. He's like, okay, stop crying, please.
Yeah, I'll make some calls.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we see her coming out of prison with the police officer.
Yeah, I
And
think
he
we've seen
sits
him
down
before.
And he's like, come on, let's go home. And she's
Oh,
like,
they're not going to put. We talked to the homeowners. Wait a second, not quite. It's like we spoke to the homeowners. They're not pressing charges,
Yeah.
and I like how she's like, "Good, neither will I." It's like, oh come on,
right,
Marie.
let's go home.
Like, read the room. Yeah, and she bursts out, and the guy's like, yeah, so awkward, but yeah, it's a horrible situation for them both, but they're just not communicating well
No.
enough. Yeah. She tried to begin with, but I don't know. I guess it just didn't work. So. But she's back at home. He has lunch. I like how there's the moment where he's at home, she's out lying about things, and he's at home watching porn.
And then has to like,
To
quickly change the channel.
Yeah, but she comes. This part is lunch, and then she clears it up, and he's like, "I'll leave the dessert." And he's like, "I'm not hungry."
Yeah.
And then the doorbell goes, and it's the police officer again.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What now? What did I do? What's wrong?"
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I'm here for Hank." And he goes in, and
He's
Hank's
eating
eating the
dessert.
pudding. It's so good. See, there's so little like, I don't know. There's things they don't say to each other, but it's how people act sometimes, though,
Yeah.
right? She knows he wants the pudding. He
Yeah.
just doesn't want to admit help. He needs
Yeah.
help, and yeah.
But then he talks to him about a case that's ongoing at the moment, and he's like, "Oh, just give it to Gomez." He's like, "No, because if I hand it over to Gomez, it
Becomes
becomes
a
a
DA
DA,
thing.
and I need to know what I'm looking at first."
He's like, "Look, I helped you the other day. You need to
Yeah.
help me." Yeah.
There's a case of where someone was
Have you
shot
heard
in
of
the head.
Galbertica? I think I said that right. He's like, no. He's like, well, he's got lab notes. He got shot. Was no robbery.
Yeah, it looks like
and
a-
Hank's even like, where's the drugs coming?
Yeah, it's like the notes look like it's like a
Methamphetamine lab.
Yeah.
Super lab. And it's just pages and pages of
Yeah.
this. He's like, okay, leave it. So he kind of leaves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in the end, Hank, middle of the
He
night,
picks it up.
starts reading. What's he going to find in this lab
Who
notes?
knows?
Yeah. Any ideas?
I feel like it might mention something about it being blue in colour, which will then like
Maybe.
pique his interest because he was
Possibly.
obviously on the hunt for
Yeah.
the blue meth.
Possibly, yeah. Who knows? Yeah. We'll have to wait and see.
But then going back to Walt and Skylar, I feel like the next
Um,
time we see them is that they're having a little
Well,
meeting with Sol.
before that, we have Walt asking Jesse what he thinks about the camera, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, "It's like invasion of our privacy, whatever." And Jesse's kind of like, "Well, you presumed the place was bugged, and now you know for sure. So
Yeah.
there you go. It's
It is
answered the
what it is.
question." And he's like, "You want to hang out with me? Go karting?"
Go-karting.
And Walt's like, no, rain check, I guess." The way Jesse's dealing with it is it's spiraling out of
Yeah.
control. It started off simple, like, "Oh, I have a party, music
Yeah.
blocks out the noise."
Yeah.
It's just
Do we
gone to the
do a little
extreme.
follow of Jesse? Because
We might as well.
He
yeah.
wasn't in much of it, but
No.
they're quite.
Yeah, but I like how because like Walt's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, good." And he's
Are
like,
you okay?
"Is there something you want to talk about?" He's like, "No."
And then he
It's
spins
like,
it
and then
around.
spins it around. He's like, "So black eye, or you got beaten up, or whatever? Something you want to talk about?" And he's like, "What does he say about being beaten up?" He's like, "You get used to it, right?"
Yeah.
You'd like,
when it happens.
yeah,
too
it
many
happens so
times, you get
often.
used to it.
Which kind of, I don't know if that's true though for Jesse's. He hasn't been beaten up. He has been beaten up, but I mean, in this situation, he's not. The things he's doing is because of what he did, I guess.
Yeah, I
so-
do feel like if Jesse was to get beaten up now, it'd just be like, okay.
Yeah,
Because of the amount Hank beat him up.
and Tuco.
And Tuca, like, he's been beaten up to the brink
Yeah.
of death.
Yeah.
So if he was just beaten up now, it'd be like, oh, is that all you got?
Yeah. So. But he leaves, but
he
later
goes
on we come back,
go-karting.
he goes go-karting, which is weird that I mentioned that GIF
Yeah.
was used in that.
But you can see he's not there. He's just looping it.
I like the cuts though, the
Looks like
screaming.
he's gonna
And
cry
he looks
and then
really
he screams,
distressed.
yeah.
He's just trying to distract himself from everything. Like,
Yeah.
how do you deal with that? Again, though, it's similar in Hank, and when it first happened, he kind of put on a front towards Walt.
Yeah.
He was like kind of laughing and joking about stuff. And,
Yeah.
But now, yeah.
Yeah, and then we see him a bit later on returning home,
And it's just.
and a guy leaving with a microwave, and it's like, look at this, and you're like, what?
What did you think was happening?
Oh, I thought someone had broken in or something, but it looks like squatters have taken over.
They're just
And
beating the
they're just partying,
crap out of each other.
They're shagging
and
on the floor,
scratching on the walls.
Yeah.
Mad. And I mean, later on it cuts again to that, and there's a guy just chatting away about chain link fences and getting squashed through them or something, I think he was talking about.
Guy asleep that Jesse's just trying to
Throw
fling
money in his mouth.
Money in
Screw
his
him.
mouth, yeah.
There's a guy like, ooh, money.
Yeah.
And Jesse finally does it, and he realises, because he's still like, this is not working.
Yeah.
And he sees the guy with the money, he's like, okay.
And then he just throws money up in the air.
Money!
Like, oh, money!
And they all start fighting over it.
Yep, and then you
Thus begins the silence again, I guess.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, how people deal with things. I like that we're seeing the different ways in people dealing with stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Obviously, Walt tries to take it head on.
Yeah.
And just escalate things into, well, now I've got to kill, or go take on
Yeah.
Gus with a gun.
Yeah.
Jesse tries to drown it all out.
Yeah.
And Marie just goes and
Shoplifts
steals
again.
things and makes up her own life.
Yeah.
To get away from her own. It's kind of interesting. I like it.
There we go.
Where did we get to? So, Saul Goodman.
Yes.
Has
his
a little meeting. Yeah.
About buying a nail salon and 3 manicures.
2 words. Now salon.
Yeah. And they're like, no.
Like, you get free pedicures or whatever he said.
Yeah,
for life.
Skylar's just like, no, we're buying the car wash. It's like, but he was mean to you and everything. And then Walt was
Well,
like, wait, he was mean to you?
Yeah,
He's
she
like,
basically
yeah.
taken it very personally.
Yeah.
He was rude and he was mean to you. And he's like, what did he say?
Mean to me? Yeah. He's like, oh, that you sent your woman to do your
Yeah, do it
job.
for you. You're not man enough.
And then I like how Walt was like,
It's this one.
It's this one.
I mean,
Taking
that
this.
was after a bit more discussion, but yeah.
Yeah,
Walt got
because
on
they
her
were talking
side.
about there's another 8 like car washes. Why
Well,
this one?
first of all, they were talking about, she was saying about attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
And then he kind of Saul Goodman takes it in a further criminal kind of way,
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, what we're going to do? She's a keeper. And he's like,
Yeah.
we're going to take him on. And she went, no, not like that.
No.
Meanwhile, Heel, you can see him like, we got his name, Heel.
Yeah.
He knocks on the door. I love how Saul Goodman goes up. It's like, why didn't you think of that before we got here? He's
Yeah.
like a little kid. It's like, can you use your bathroom? Heel? And I love how he walks around like, oh. He's funny. He's great. And then Saul's like, where were we? Professionalism. That's why. But I love how Saul comes up with so many solutions to
Yeah.
this. What was these solutions? Do you remember?
Oh, I can't remember. Like one was like immigration.
ICE,
control. One was tax.
Well, one was
but then They
ICE.
didn't want to draw more attention.
Yes,
to
the first was the audit, and then she was like,
Yeah.
no, we don't want them, the IRS, like sniffing around after we take over it.
Yes.
And then it was like, you said ICE, because they must have illegals working there, and they're like, no, not innocent people, we don't want to take them down. And he's like, right, and you're going to need them to work for you after anyway. And then he said, oh, what about terrorism? I saw some Muslim like goings on and turbans and stuff. And Walt's like, he's Romanian? Like, it's not going to work. He's like, well, we're just spitballing here. But I love how... And then he says about the attitude adjustment, he says violence. And she's like, no, we're not like that. And Walt's kind of like, yeah, we're not like that. So...
Are they just at home afterwards when Skylar's watching us?
Yes, yeah. But that's when Saul sits down and is like, any ideas, anyone? Because he's come up with them all. And you hear the old toilet flush. Which I think, does that cut to something again? I'm not too sure. There's a lot of sounds and match cuts, really good. So the water contamination is the next thing. Yeah, so she's at home.
She's doing the washing up. The bubbles are going down the drain, and then
She looks at it very specifically.
Wait a second.
Then she calls up Saul and she's like, I need to talk to him. And I like how as she's talking to him, it's just showing the bubbles, like, and going down the drain. It's really clever, really good.
We see an inspector with the car wash dude, don't we? Talking about the contamination in the soil.
Not an actual inspector, though, it seems, because Saul found him. Do you recognise this man at all?
I do, I feel like I do.
Yeah. He is, I believe his real name is Bill Burr. He was in The Mandalorian. He was the guy that used to be a...
Yes.
Yeah, was he an old stormtrooper or something? Yeah. And he got Mando and him into the facility, remember? And then he used the computer. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. They let him go at the end. Yeah. So yeah, he it's crazy how much crossover between these shows. I think every show has had crossover, except maybe Mr. Robot. Has Mr. Robot had any?
Don't know.
It's had the New York crossover to Person of Interest and stuff, but yeah, it's mad. It's so weird how much.
But yeah, the guy's talking to him about contamination and that he's gonna have to shut down and buy a whole new filtration and everything.
It's like, that's $200,000, like $200,000.
And then he's like, "What law even is this?" And then
specifics. Tell me specifics.
Skylar's in the car with.
I love how it cuts from him. Well, you hear her talking, and then and then as she starts talking, it then cuts mid-sentence to him carrying on the sentence. It's so well done.
Yeah.
Very good. Like, the direction in this episode and the editing as well is great. So, yeah.
And then we see them having. I don't even know if they're having dinner. I've just made that.
No.
She's looking at paperwork, isn't she?
Yeah. And then he's like, he's not going to call. Yeah. It's been 5 hours.
She's like, he is just.
And then mid-conversation, he does.
Yeah.
It's
like 879,000.
That was my original offer, but I feel like the market's
very mean, mate.
Yeah, you're unpleasant, and I think the market is a bit softer now. Yeah. 800,000. And then, like, I love Walt in the background. Like, what are you doing? Like, what? And she's like, we need to make it known that we like bartered. Because we struggle for money right now, anyway, and we need to. So.
But yeah, he's gone for it.
Yeah.
He's agreed to it, and then we see them pop in some champagne. And then
I like how when he calls up again, though, she's like, "No, wait.
Let's
let it ring."
Yeah.
she's all about the details. She's very, because she even had all the laws prepared, like the paperwork. Yeah. She knew what to say. She's very prepared. It's kind of scary in a way.
It is a bit scary, but then that also goes to the next bit, where they've bought champagne and they're enjoying it, and then she asks what champagne it is, and it's Winston Churchill, £325.
$320, yeah. And
bottle,
she's like, wait, what? How much?
Did you buy it? By
cash? She gets very upset about him buying it, and he's like, "What was the deal? I bought it with cash. No one saw me." And she's like, "Yeah, but you're a school teacher, and we've got no money,
and we've extended our phone bill and some other bill, like."
It's all in the details. We need to make sure we're doing this right. And he's like, "You're taking this too far. Like, nobody's gonna know."
And then she pulls him out more, and he's like looking, and she's like, "We need to hide the evidence."
Yeah. But again, that's her looking at the details of it too much. Whereas Walt's very gun ho. He's like, "Oh look, I've got to do this. This solves this problem. This." Walt's very smart, but he doesn't. Like, she's looking into it maybe too much.
Yeah.
Who knows? But it's weird seeing them work together in this. It's a bit strange, but there we go. We got a team up.
Got Saul
Goodman. I really love Saul Goodman.
Or any of Mike, or
no.
There's a lot of characters we didn't see in this one, but then I think it was the amount we saw. The others have really painted a picture.
Yeah. So
didn't see any minerals apart from the ones lying.
Oh, we did. He spoke about the minerals to the other cop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really love Saul Goodman, and like. Every time he's on screen, he's just so good.
Yeah,
he's amazing. And we saw more Huel. We've seen him before.
Yes.
Do you remember? Yeah. We got a new character. Don't know his name. Will we see him again?
Who knows? Probably.
Who knows? But there we go. How do you think Jesse is going to go on a spiral down even more?
I don't know how Jesse comes back from any of this.
I mean, he's been in this kind of situation before when he hid in that house. Remember, the first time we saw Mike. Well, not first time, but. Again, we saw Mike helping Walt with that. But, yeah, where will it go from here? Is Walt going to let the camera thing slide?
Probably.
What is Hank going to find in those lab notes?
I don't know.
That is the real...
Yeah, that is the next big...
That was the ending, yeah. So. Yeah. Who knows? We've got, I think, about 10 episodes left, I believe. How many are in this season? Yeah, so we've watched 3. We've got 10 more to go.
Nice.
Cool, there we go. That was season 4, episode 3, Open House. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, and it refers to Jesse's house being open as well to anyone
Yes.
just coming in and crashing.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
Either way.
There you go. But yeah, really good. Like I said, this show is very cringy, and like some of the stuff that people say and do is just like, oh. But yeah, there we go. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the penultimate episode of season 7.
Yep.
And then we'll be back with Breaking Bad in 5 episodes. So thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.